Greetings. Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Jacobson, a board certified psychiatrist, a mastery of life mentor, a spiritual psychotherapist. Welcome to Change Your Mind. There was a movie called Cool Hand Luke many years ago with Paul Newman, and he was playing poker, and he had nothing. He was bluffing, and he won. And then at the end, he goes, and the guy goes, one of the inmates says, "Wow, that was really cool the way you played that." And Paul Newman goes, "Well, sometimes nothing is a real cool hand." And I've always enjoyed that line, and and it occurs to me that sometimes doing nothing is a real cool hand. Yeah, what do I mean by that? Sometimes knowing when not to act, is wisdom. We always want to make things happen now. We want to be proactive. We want to put closure on things. We want stuff to happen, and so we are very impulsive. We are impatient, and we want stuff to happen. So we kind of push the river. We kind of we force things to happen, and sometimes we're pushing the river down where it doesn't want to go. It may not necessarily want to go down that way. That may not be the best way for us and for our objectives and our dreams, our goals, etc. But in our impatience, in our deep desire to make something happen and to see progress and to feel hopeful, we're going to get our ego in there, and we're going to make decisions and micromanage, or decide to do this or that. And sometimes it's just better to just do nothing. Sometimes it's just better to sit and wait and see, and give it a little bit of breathing room, give it a little bit of space, and oftentimes things will resolve themselves without intervening. Oftentimes other things will happen that will impact on the event, such that had you made some sort of action prior, it would not have been as effective as having waited a little bit, let the dust settle, see what happens. Now, everything in life is a balance. Okay, so it can't be an all or nothing, black or white kind of thing. So even though I say that, sometimes doing nothing can be a real cool thing to do, a wait and see kind of thing. Give it some space, give it some breath. You don't have to jump in there right away and say, "I got to stir up the pot." That can be a very strategic way to go. But at the same time, you don't want to, do nothing forever, or, you can't make that a strategy. There are times when you must act. There are times when you must draw that line in the sand. There are times that it's critical to, to size up the situation and take aggressive action. Okay, so there's always a balance. You always have to be vigilant. You always have to be paying attention and looking at all the variables case by case. But just keep in mind that sometimes, the universe will sort stuff out for you a whole lot better than your ego can, than your willfulness can. And so you want to give that part of your mind, your intuition, and that part of the universe an opportunity to do its thing. So keep that in mind. Sometimes you don't need to act. Sometimes it's best to wait and see. All right, thanks. Take care. Peace be with you. See you next time.